Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's super close to my heart, and that is how to skip college and get a programming job in just 6 months. That's right, 6 months from zero to hero. Whether you're 18 or 30, this guide is for you. Let's get started. First things first, you need to set clear and achievable goals. Ask yourself, why do I want to become a programmer? What kind of programming job am I aiming for? Web development, mobile app development, software development, game development, or do I want to program robots? Write these goals down and keep them visible. They will be your guiding star through this journey. Next, choose your learning path. Here are some popular options. When it comes to web development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and Node.js are pretty much essential. When it comes to mobile app development, we have Swift for iOS, we have Kotlin for Android, and we have Flutter or React Native for both of them. When we're talking about game development, we have only two main options. We have C# for Unity and C++ for Unreal Engine, CryEngine, and a few other engines. Pick only one path and stick to it. Let's briefly explore each one to help you decide. Web development is great if you love creating websites and web applications. You'll start with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then move on to a framework like React and backend technologies like Node.js. It's one of the most accessible fields with a lot of resources. If you're into mobile apps, you can develop for iOS with Swift or Android with Kotlin. Alternatively, you can use React Native or Flutter to build apps for both platforms. This field is booming with ever-growing smartphone market. For those passionate about games, game development could be your calling. Unity with C# is popular for 2D and 3D games. Unreal Engine with C++ is another powerful option, especially for high-end graphics. Creating games is challenging but incredibly rewarding. Now let's find some right resources. You don't need to spend a ton of money on this. There are some excellent free and paid resources. For web development, we have Free Code Camp, which is a fantastic free resource. Codecademy offers interactive lessons with a paid pro version. On Udemy, you should look for highly rated courses, especially during sales. On YouTube, you have channels like Traversy Media and the Net Ninja. For mobile app development, we have Swift Playgrounds, which is great for learning Swift. We have Android Developer Documentation, which is basically their official resource. We have Udemy and Coursera for comprehensive courses, and that's exactly where I've learned pretty much everything I know. And of course, YouTube. On YouTube, you have channels like Code with Chris for iOS and Coding with Mitch for Android, but there are a lot more YouTube channels for Flutter and React. When it comes to game development, Unity Learn has a bunch of free tutorials and courses. Unreal Engine Documentation is the official resource that has a lot of useful information. Udemy is for project-based courses, and there are a lot that are great. Some great YouTube channels like Brackeys, Unreal Engine, and let's not forget Geek-Tec Studio. Create a study plan that fits your schedule. Consistency is the key. Here's a simple outline for each path. For web development, the first 2 months should be the basics: HTML, CSS, and basic JavaScript. Months 3 and 4 should be for advanced JavaScript and front-end framework like React. The last 2 months, 5 and 6, should be for full-stack development with Node.js and databases. When it comes to mobile app development, the first 2 months should be the basics of Swift or Kotlin or Flutter or React Native. Months 3 and 4 should be intermediate concepts and building simple apps. The last 2 months, 5 and 6, should be for advanced topics and building more complex apps. When we're talking about game development, the first 2 months should be the basics of Unity or Unreal. Months 3 and 4 should be intermediate game mechanics and simple game projects. Months 5 and 6 should be for advanced game development and building a portfolio game. So basically, at this step, you should build a project that you can show to your potential employer. Building projects is crucial. Employers want to see what you can do, not just what you know. Start with small projects and gradually increase the complexity. Here are some project ideas. For web development, we have a personal portfolio website, a to-do list app, a weather app, and an e-commerce site. For mobile app development, we have a simple to-do list app, a weather app, a basic calculator, and a social media mockup. When we're talking about game development, things are a bit different. Here you can start with a simple 2D platformer, then you can move on to a basic 3D maze game, and then to a puzzle game, and then you can go for a small RPG. Host these projects on GitHub. It's essential for your portfolio. Networking is often overlooked, but it's super important. Join online communities like Discord, Reddit, Twitter, Facebook groups, and so much more. Attend local meetups or online events. Networking can open doors to job opportunities that you might never find otherwise. Once you have a solid portfolio, start applying for jobs. Tailor your resume and cover letter to each job. Highlight your projects and the skills you've acquired. Don't be discouraged by rejections. Persistency is the key. There are some job platforms to get started. My favorite is LinkedIn. The second one is Indeed. Another one, very good, is Glassdoor. And last but not least, it's AngelList for startups. Tech field is always evolving, so keep learning. Follow industry news, take advanced courses, and keep building projects. Continuous improvement is the secret to long-term success. And that's it. With dedication, consistency, and the right resources, you can land a programming job in just 6 months without a college degree. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification icon for more tech career tips. Drop any questions if you have in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Until next time, keep coding and stay awesome.